Came downstairs this morning, you wouldn't believe it.
Matching.
Don't tell me you're not jealous that I've got dippy eggs. I know what you're thinking. Looks like we're going on an expedition. Jazz looks like she's going on a school trip.
Yep.
It's officially winter. It's gone from summer to winter. There's been nothing in between. It's coat season. It's jogger season. Speaking of fashion, did anyone see recently Matt Fraser at the Sully course shoot? He was, I mean, when you're the fittest man on earth, you can pretty much wear what you want, pull it off, and when you're that badass. But he was wearing zebra flip-flops. Since we're on about style, here's a bit of news. Hustle Made Launch 4. When is it, Jazz?
The 11th to the 14th of October.
Fine-tuned. Like Clarence Kennedy, who doesn't look the strongest guy in the world but can squat 290. 290. Look at the squat too. It's like super. Look how deep that squat is. Astagras 290. Unbelievable. Hey you! 'Tis the season. So much cinnamon.
So that's maple not
It's like I'm doing a cinnamon challenge. Pumpkin spice latte, first one of the season. Another epic training session. Love working out in these. Like, just Metcons, Pegasus. Anyway, I'm sure you've all seen the news over the last couple of days about the 4 new sanctioned events that have been announced by CrossFit. Greg Glassman himself wants to make CrossFit more of a global sport, more of a global brand than it is already. Regionals, obviously, over the last couple of years, the majority of them have been in the USA and Canada, around that area, that massive land. But after the announcement of the new 4 events, this is the map of where all of the sanctioned events that have been announced now are. And as you can see, they're freaking all over the world. Means that if you have a sanctioned event near you and you don't win it, you gotta do a lot of traveling. Just in case you didn't know, the 4 sanctioned events that have been announced over the last couple of weeks are 1, the French Throwdown, which is in Europe, pretty central Europe to be honest. For most European people, it's pretty easy to get to. 2, the Mid-Atlantic CrossFit Challenge, which on the CrossFit website does say location to be announced, but if we're going off last year, it's around Washington DC area. The Brazil CrossFit Championships, which is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The CrossFit Granite Games, which was in Minneapolis, somewhere kind of like in the north center of the US. And the final event is the CrossFit Fittest in Cape Town, South Africa. If you notice anything about all of the names, they all have CrossFit before the event, so now it is an actual sanctioned CrossFit event. So it's not like going to the French Throwdown, you're going to the CrossFit French Throwdown. Thought that was pretty interesting. Greg Glassman has also indicated that there may be events in China. There's definitely going to be some in Australia or in that region. We haven't told you this actually. We're coming to Australia in November to the Torian Pro. 95% confirmed. All right, Royce, you watch this video.
There's just
I'll drop you a
much
message.
to do.
Also, insider scoop: CrossFit Reykjavik. I think they have acquired one of the next sanctioned events to be announced. That's going to be in Iceland.
Ooh.
Yeah.
When?
That's not even been announced.
When?
But inside knowledge knows that. But then if you think about it, that's Annie and Gudmundsson and Sarah and all those people. The Icelandic people are insane, so they deserve their own little place. Del Mar and Amsterdam are the other two places that he's talked about having them. Hey, you! Interesting news, but then this is where it gets even more interesting and like kind of where I don't know how it's going to pan out in this first year, but hopefully through the coming years, if you win the CrossFit Games or you finish in the top 4, then you automatically get qualification to the Games next year. Because in the statement that they released, they said, in addition to each national champion and winner of a sanctioned event receiving an invite to the CrossFit Games, CrossFit HQ will also be selecting 4 at-large athletes to receive information? Yeah, they'll get some information, they'll get an invitation. Basically saying that CrossFit HQ can pick 4 athletes that they want to invite to the CrossFit Games. Honestly, if you look at this from anywhere, you're just thinking, any of their big names that do not make it either through the Open or through a sanctioned event will probably just get invited.
I think that's fair enough in a way. It's kind of like having a wild card, isn't it?
But then do they earn it?
Well, I don't think they're going to choose non-games worthy people. I think that's...
Yeah, so you heard it here. First team, we will not be at the Games this next year, unfortunately.
Hey,
Tim and you.
I managed to do 40 double unders and broken today. Yeah. I'm getting there. Yeah. I think it allows room for...
first year adjustments.
A bit of wiggle room, yeah.
What do you guys think of this? Do you think like you have to earn it, or do you think that there should be some people that instantly should be at the Games? Do you think like this last year, Jacob Hepner didn't make it to the Games because his forearms are too freaking long? After training with him, he is one of the fittest guys I have ever trained with in my whole entire life. He has the capacity to be there. If this rule here was in play, he would have gone this year, hopefully.